Something titties.
Hi,
Something.
my name's Warmaster 101,
I'm Zero
and today we're playing Escape Machine City Airborne, a escape room game. I hope I don't hate it.
First random fact of the day is that the Mormons would have baptized Hitler, Elvis, Anne Frank, Princess Diana, Pope John Paul II, Gandhi, and many others in their religion because they know neither shame nor respect for other person's beliefs. And if you died famous, they've done a baptisms for the dead on you already.
Oh no, that's gross. I hope they
Yep,
feel bad.
they don't.
I know they don't.
Another fun fact, trying to think. What was I Wait, I forgot what I said. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people don't seem to recognize this, but there's like a distinct difference between feeling like sympathy for someone or empathizing with someone and like absolving them of all of their crimes
Mhm.
or like forgiving them.
Mhm.
And for some reason we have this like belief that permeates the modern day of oh no, this person was also hurt. So automatically you saying that like, oh, I feel bad for them then absolves them of all of the shit they've ever done. It's like, no, I feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, they're still a dick. I'm not saying they're not a dick.
Yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? Man, it really sucks at the ass that this person that is part of the LGBT community is getting gay bashed for no reason. And then it's like, but did you know he stabbed a billion puppies? Okay, cool, but that was a bad analogy. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah. But like, or it's like the whole villain thing of like, you see it like sometimes where it's like, yeah, this villain was like treated horribly by their superiors, and that's why they're a dick. Because the abuse cycle and everything, like they're still a fucking massive dick. But I understand where they're coming from. I'm not forgiving them, but
Zero.
like
It's okay. You can say Hordak.
I was talking about Darth Vader, but okay, yeah,
Wait,
Hordak,
who are you talking about?
like Darth Vader, or like
Oh,
you could argue a lot of villains.
Zuko. I'm kidding. Zuko did nothing wrong.
He did do things wrong, but he actively worked to redeem himself. Let's see, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, both have done horrible things.
Hmm.
Um,
But they're girl bosses, so it doesn't matter. I'm kidding. I have.
in Avatar, like Iroh did horrible things, and he worked hard to redeem himself. Uh, but there's like also villains like also in Avatar, Azula. Yeah, Azula is a horrible fucking human being,
Hmm.
but you can but you feel genuine like sympathy or sometimes like even empathy. Because like the distinction between sympathy and empathy is sympathy is like you feel like, oh, that's bad,
Hmm.
or like that's sad. Um, Empathy and like a lot of sympathy can be done from like it's like you know that's bad from like a moral standpoint or like a societal standpoint,
Hmm.
and you know you're supposed to like feel that way because of that. Well, as empathy is more like you yourself have been through a similar situation
Hmm.
and you can connect on that level, or like you because empathy a lot of times you bring that emotion into yourself or you have felt that emotion and you're getting on the same level, while sympathy is like, oh, that's bad.
Hmm.
So it's like there's a disconnect between the two. But anyway, like with Zula, like yeah, like yeah, I've been abused before,
Hmm.
and I can tell she's been abused, and so you can empathize with that. I don't forgive. I don't like. Yeah, well, she's a fictional character, but like, yeah, like you don't forgive her for her actions, but you can understand like how she got in the situation that she was in.
Yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of people seemingly can't make that distinction. And it's like being able to sympathize and like understand with someone or something like an animal is like part of being alive. It's compassion. It's like emotional intelligence. It's ingrained in us to empathize with the plights of others based on similar experiences we've had. It's kind of like how most higher intelligence animals understand the world.
Mhm.
Because like elephants feel bad when they encounter like dead bodies. Um, like it's not the same as solving someone. It's not the same as forgiving someone or saying something that they did no wrong. But it's like it's basic emotions.
Mhm. Like, I don't know what I was about to say. I feel like I was about to say something really dumb. Like, elephants can understand emotion, but they're gonna. I don't know what I was gonna say about elephants. But yeah.
I don't really know what to say to people who are like who can't do that, who like can't empathize with someone
I
or sympathize with someone, in the very least.
I remember seeing, like, I can't. I don't know how to explain to you that you should care about people. Something like that.
Yeah.
This took a dark and tragic turn. I'm kidding. But yeah, care about people. We're all living on this fucked up earth. It's not dog eat dog, it's dog eats something smaller together with other dog.
Another fact, and this that's dark. I'm gonna go to a different one.
Yeah.
Uh, Next fact is over 90% of the planet's coal is from the Carboniferous era, an era that had evolved trees, but not yet anything that ate trees. So when the trees died and fell down, they piled on top of each other, eventually compressing and trapped carbon into coal.
That's neat.
Uh, Terminal lucidity is a phenomenon in which patients with degenerative brains and neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's suddenly regain some lucidity, personality, and memory right before death. There is really no known explanation for this phenomenon.
Hmm.
You there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just thinking.
In 1505, the world's first modern portable pocket sized clock was invented. It acquired the name of watch from the sailors who had used it to replace the hourglasses they used to time their 4-hour shifts.
Ew. Ew, 4 hours? Ew.
I think that's better than the 8 to 12 hours they do have
Oh
us
yeah,
do.
I I forgot that's a normal work day for people, and that's gross.
Sigmund Freud is considered believing in a single God to be a delusion. He also stated that religion compromises a system of wishful illusions together with a disavowal of reality, such as when we see it isolated from nowhere else but amnesia in a state of blissful hallucinatory confusion.
Okay, cool, but he also said that the reason why I'm
Yeah,
gay is because I want to fuck my mom.
yeah. He also like fucking didn't think like eels like could change sexes and shit because he's an idiot.
Kellogg would totally win in a fight against fucking Freud.
Who would place your bets? Sigmund, everyone wants to fuck their family members. Freud and Kellogg, sex is a sin, and cereal can and will fix it.
Well, no,
Kellogg.
here's the thing. Kellogg was a health nut.
But here's on the flip side. Sigmund Freud was fueled like completely off of cocaine and alcohol.
True, but shut up.
So it's like someone who's ripped as shit versus someone who's entirely powered off of raw cocaine.
Look, just take me back.
Sorry, continue.
No, I was gonna imply that if you just take me back to when Kellogg was alive, I would fuck him and he would change his whole mind about everything.
I don't think that would happen, Nick.
They wouldn't be called corn.
You're good, but not that good.
They wouldn't be called corn flakes anymore. They would be fuck flakes.
That doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't have to make sense.
Anyway, in Japan, people don't sign documents but have personal stamps.
Yeah.
The difference between a graveyard and a cemetery is a cemetery is not attached to a church.
Huh. I did not know that.
Part of the reason Abraham Lincoln had such big hats was he liked to store things in it in case it rained,
Like granola?
like documents and shit. But yeah,
That makes more sense.
like granola. Yes, keep granola in your hair. Perfect idea.
I mean, I don't think it would be a bad idea keeping granola in your hairs. It could be worse.
In 1980, ABC once tried to duplicate Saturday Night Live with an edgier show called Fridays. But by the third episode, some stations refused to air due to the objectionable content concerning gore, cannibalism, and blasphemous humor.
Jesus Christ!
Several of the writing team would go on to make Seinfeld.
Oh, that explains so much. I'm implying that Seinfeld was bad.
Yeah. Seinfeld is just a series of "Am I the asshole?" posts, and the answer is always yes.
A lot of sitcoms from the early 2000s slash 90s slash whenever the fuck Seinfeld came out, I don't really care when it came out, fuck you, are just really bad.
Yeah.
The
A lot of them
Office,
are pretty fucking bad, yeah.
I hate to tell you people this, who were like crying that The Office got taken off of Netflix, but The Office was bad.
Everyone in Friends, with the exception of you could make an argument for Chandler and Joey, and even they are on thin ice, is terrible people.
Yeah.
Every person in Friends is a terrible person.
Yeah.
Most family sitcoms suck ass, with the exception of like The Addams Family.
Yeah.
And you could maybe make a case for like early Roseanne, but not late Roseanne.
Or the reboot Roseanne, we don't talk about her.
Like the Cosby Show, maybe. But even then, because Bill Cosby is associated with it,
We don't talk about him either.
ruins it after the fact. The Simpsons, but only the early seasons, maybe. And even then, that's stretching the definition of a sitcom.
I don't know what you're talking about. Bill Cosby didn't make The Cosby Show. Hatsune Miku made The Cosby Show.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
what did I say?
I wasn't gonna say anything. It's just... I don't know. Like, can I be honest? I
What?
know we're not... I know people aren't doing it right now, but remember back when ever something problematic... Like, whenever a media was discovered to be problematic, they immediately said Miku made it?
I mean, it's still a thing. Yeah.
I think it's stupid.
Why? Because it's ignoring the fact that Hatsune Miku herself was made by problematic people.
No, I don't think she was made by problematic people. It's
She
more
was.
of okay. It's more of a fact that hey, let's tie a character that it's it doesn't fix anything. Like Hatsune Miku made Harry Potter. Okay, so she included all the sexism, racism, homophobia, so on and so forth. That was in uh
Yeah.
that was in Harry Potter? She's the reason why lycanthropy is considered to be AIDS in the world of Harry Potter? Is that what you want to hear?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see why that's a bad thing. Like we need more yeah, we do need more non-problematic media, but we also need uh to be able as a culture to better be able to watch problematic media and understand why parts of it are problematic
Critical
or
thinking.
media critical thinking, yeah, or how media that's can be enjoyable was made by problematic creators.
Yeah.
um
Like, like I mean, God, I'm not even. I feel dirty saying this. Voltron was good, right?
the first 4 seasons, yeah, before they fired the entire writing staff, yeah.
God, I really need to sit down and watch Voltron, but I really don't want to.
Yeah, just watch the first 4 seasons. They fucking well, there's a massive fucking tonal shift after the. There's even a massive fucking tonal shift from the third to the fourth season, but after the fourth season, and then there's another massive fucking tonal shift in the seventh and eighth seasons. Ugh.
Yeah,
Hey, fun fact: don't fire your entire fucking writing staff thinking that you can champion the entire thing yourselves, because
yeah.
usually you're a fucking idiot if you do that. The thought
Jesus.
of that ever occurs to you, just think, wait, this is what idiots do.
Am I out of touch? No.
No, it's the children. Anyway, next random fact. People in the Philippines say Tao Pao. When knocking on someone's door, it translates to "I am a human being." This comes from the uh, traditional belief that evil entities cannot mimic human speech. Another popular phrase is "Tao Pao Hindi Aswang," which is the original phrase "I am a human, not a flesh-eating monster."
Jesus Christ. Hmm. I think the same thing applies to what they say in Japan when they answer the phone, which is, I believe it's moshi mosh, which I think it means hello, but it could mean something else.
The name of Germany in the Navajo language roughly translates to "metal cap wearers," which refers to distinctive wartime steel helmets wore throughout World War I and World War II. In the Plains Cree native language, it means "among the steel helmets," and in Lakota, it means "bad speaking land."
What the fuck?
In most legal systems, a bank deposit of money is not a bailment. In other words, when you deposit cash into a bank, the funds deposited are no longer your property. You merely loaned the money to the bank for a promised interest without security.
Gross.
Is that why, is that the reason why, when you withdraw money from your account, it gets processed instantly, but when you deposit it, it can take up to 3 to 5 business days?
I think so.
Hello?
Yeah, I think that's the reason. Please tell me we did not disconnect.
I'm here.
Okay, sorry. 6, 8, 4, 2.
Metallica did a concert in Antarctica, setting the world record for being the only band ever to play on all 7 continents.
6, 8, 4, 2. Good for that. I forget, do we stand Metallica?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. FYI, standing celebrities is inherently toxic. Everybody's problematic, and whenever said celebrity does something fucked up, it's gonna fuck you up. Just saying.
Also, for these people who keep saying like you can never meet your heroes, sometimes you just need to get better heroes. Like Danny DeVito has never done me wrong.
Danny DeVito.
Who needs De Niro? Danny DeVito.
He be shitting and far. I'm kidding. I don't know why I say that.
What was I say? Oh, it's always funny to me how diehard like conservatives will always try and be like do literal interpretations of the Second Amendment until you suggest giving people tanks, and then suddenly we need regulations and laws
Or, anybody that's not a white Christian male getting a
to own
gun.
a gun. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm all for everybody owning a gun. Arm everyone.
do it.
And I
Fucking do
mean
it.
I mean everyone.
What do you mean that's a bad idea, Bin Shapoo?
God.
What about my Second Amendment freedoms?
Yeah.
What if I need a nuclear powered submarine for home defense?
Okay, that's not exactly what I meant.
What if I need Apache? What if I need fucking Jericho missiles to go hunting with? Because
What
killing an animal from 6 miles away is the only way I get erect anymore.
what the fuck are Jericho missiles?
The shit they use in like fucking the Middle East
What
to
the
like
fuck?
blow up cities.
That's terrifying.
Yep. One of my favorite reactions to do, if you can't tell, is when dealing with fucking conservatives that like there is no rational debating them, is to just go more fucking insane.
God, that's hot. That is hot.
It's like what the fuck are you supposed to do with people if they're like how the fuck are you supposed to talk to people who are like and like rationally talk to people who are like gays shouldn't deserve rights because Jesus said so, and I'm like, well, my God says I should cut off your arm and
Here's
fucking just go crazy.
go crazy, go stupid.
Because you know they're not going to meet you in the middle on anything, so just fucking do it.
Yeah.
When meeting in the middle actively harms you, don't meet in the middle. That's the reason like things are so fucking shit in this country
Yeah.
is we keep meeting in the middle with people who actively want to kill us.
Also, don't suck on toes. That's just gross.
Vulture stomach acid pH level is lower than that of car battery acid.
Huh. That's a little spicy. Like you could put that on a taco and you would have some nice vulture. Oh my god, I'm fucking.
Most airlines don't allow the pilot and co-pilot to eat the same meal, so that in case of food poisoning, one of them isn't affected.
Ha, joke's on you, both meals are poisoned.
Did you know the reason that airline food sucks so bad is because when you're at altitude, it is objectively harder for your taste buds to taste anything
Yeah.
because of the lower amount of pressure, so it's not forcing things down.
Yeah. Is that why people like peanuts so much?
Is it mostly just salt? Yeah.
I gotta re-iodize your salt intake. Let me put
In a
this.
promotional Volkswagen experiment, one randomized group of subway commuters was given the choice of regular stairs and an escalator, while a second group got to choose between piano stairs and an escalator. And piano stairs convinced 66 more people to walk using the stairs.
That's nice.
The Wright brothers almost destroyed their 1903 Flyer, the first the first successful plane ever made, in 1912 because they considered it worthless. Their manager talked them out of it.
Haha, no! Don't destroy your one and only plane, you're too sexy.
Doctors were 7 times more likely to join the Nazi Party as any other employed group in Germany.
Hey, that's fucking gross.
It's also why we have so much. A lot of the data on like mental illnesses, especially autism, ADHD, comes from Nazi Germany. Why have we not like done non-Nazi experiments on this shit, or like got data that wasn't from fucking Nazis on this shit?
You know why.
Capitalism and bias and neurotypical bias. Yeah.
Okay, I do put the hooks here. But I need the Illuminati symbol.
Uh, Hurricane Ivan was in the Gulf of Mexico in 2004. It created up to a 91-foot tall wave.
Hey, that's gross.
Diego the Hood Island giant tortoise, who is one of only 15 individuals of his kind left in 1976, the only breeding male, uh, was able to father 900 offspring, which helped increase the wild population back of 2,000.
Yeah,
Last year, he was released back into the wild with all of his kin.
he has one goal, and it is to fuck.
I will be forcibly removed from the endangered species list.
Spread them pillows. Pick that up. It's a small cannonball. Bring it over here. We've been recording for 30 minutes.
Oh, bye, guys,
Uh,
girls, no banner, pals.
bye everyone.